Did you just say Florence is a talkative? No, no, no. That is ungrammatical. Would you like to know the reason? Good. Let's get started. This is Speak Right with Bimi. And here we learn to speak with accent free of mother tongue influence and to use the appropriate expression at every point in time. Talkative. Is that an English word? Yes, it is. But before we start, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified anytime our video is dropped here. If you are to say someone is a talkative, let's start with the root word, which is talk. Talk could be a verb or a noun. When it is used as a verb, it means to speak or give information about something. And when you use this as a verb, you can have the lexical as a lexical verb, you have the s to mean the singular and without s, the plural. For example, she talks a lot. There must be a correlation between the subject and the verb. She talks a lot. She is a subject, and that is a singular subject. Talks is a singular verb. So it would be ungrammatical to say she talk a lot. Now, when you want to use the plural form, they talk a lot. They is the plural subject and talk is the plural verb. And now, when you hear talks, what comes to mind is plural. No, there is a difference between a noun and a verb. That is grammar. You need to understand that. So when it is with the letter S, it is a singular form. And when you have it without a letter S, it is the plural form. So when you say talk, it's plural. Talks, singular. She talks a lot. The she there is a pronoun. You could fix any name. You could say Florence talks a lot. You could say Deborah talks a lot. You could say Anthony talks a lot. When you're using that as a plural, you could say they talk a lot. But do not say she talk a lot or she talk. Or you say they talks a lot. That's ungrammatical. Now let's go to talker. Talker is another word and it's a noun. When the word talker is used, it is used as a noun and it means someone who talks a lot. Okay? Someone who talks a lot or someone who talks in a particular way. So when you use the word talker, it means the person talks a lot or he or she has a way, a special way or particular way of talking. So when you want to say illustrate that in a word, you could say Anthony, for example, is a talker. Or you say Deborah is a talker. Or Florence is a talker. I could use any name, it doesn't matter. So giving you a name doesn't matter. But the fact is, you just need to understand what it means. Okay? Now, when we talk about talkative, I can say now, talkative is an adjective. Do not forget talker is a noun. Talkative is an adjective. If an adjective is used, for example, and you still want to maintain the article a, do not forget that article a. If you want to maintain the article a, like you said in the first expression, Deborah or Florence is a talker. You still want to maintain the same article. So it will be ungrammatical to allow the talkative to stay there alone. Do not forget, we learn from the simplest form here so that you can get it better. I'm trying to use a very simple term to explain this so that you will not get confused. So she talks a lot, going to talk. He talks a lot. They talk a lot. Going to talker, which is a noun, you can say someone who talks a lot. For example, someone who disturbs or you distract the class. You can say, oh, why do you like to talk a lot? Do not mind her. She's a talker. That's very correct. Oh, I like the woman. She's a talker, meaning she talks in a special way or in a particular way. When you go to talkative, talkative is an adjective. If you're going to maintain the article a, then it must qualify a noun. Oh, okay. You would say, Deborah is a talkative person. Or you say, Florence is a talkative person. Or Florence is a talkative woman. Now, let's take this. Would it be correct to say she's a beautiful? You would say, oh, how would you say that she's a beautiful? That's ungrammatical. The same blunder you commit when you say she's a beautiful is the same blunder you commit when you say she's a talkative. That sounds very great and very funny to you because you've been saying that, using that over and again. But today you need to learn that it's ungrammatical to say someone is a talkative without a noun. So it must qualify now when the article a is used. Perfectly okay, you can say Deborah or Florence is a talkative girl or Deborah is a talkative person. Do you understand? So you cannot say someone is a beautiful. So why would you say that? Oh, she's a beautiful. Beautiful what? Beautiful girl, beautiful lady, beautiful woman. There must be something there. The noun must qualify now. Now, if you don't want to use a noun, then you must not use the article a. Then you can say Deborah or Florence is talkative. Deborah or Florence is talkative. That is no article a. But when the article a is going to be used, do not forget to use a noun. So grammatically, it's correct to say Florence is a talkative girl. Deborah is a talkative girl. Deborah is a talker, is correct. Or Florence is a talker. So do not forget to understand the expressions here are very important and you need to work on them daily.